Welcome back for the third time today. So welcome to my third live stream of today. It's a great way to start off 2021 with a bang. So let me say hi to everyone. I just want to let you guys know you might hear some thunder and lightning in the background. It is kind of loud, but I don't think we're worried about a tornado. There was one about 20 minutes away. It hit down right after I ended my live before. But a lot of people were wondering if I was okay. I'm good. It's just a lot of light thunder. So all my kids are home. I'm home. We're good. So what's up, Will? Hey, Tommy. Hey, Irish Girl. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Space Cat. Shits and Giggles. Audra. Shits and Giggles was first tonight. So this is not going to be a long live because I'm going to use this stressful day to get a good night's sleep. You hear that? God is mad. Mad. So I want everyone to know, hey, Lovable Rogue, I want everyone to know, and please understand, I have no doubt, Molly and I will speak again. I have no doubt that I'm never going to tell subs they need to separate or they need to pick a side. I heard a troll went in there and told Molly that I said that. I would hope that Molly knows me better than that. And that's one thing I would never do. And she would know that. So I know that there were people going back and forth trying to start shit. And then people that are close to me said, no, she didn't talk shit on you. The other one did, but she didn't talk shit on you. So I just want you guys to know, I never, ever, ever want subs to be in a position where they feel like they need to choose. If you like Molly, great. If you like me, great. There's no reason why people would need to choose. Me and Molly are not like that. Me and Molly will never be like that. We were like that in the past, don't get me wrong, but we're both matured. We both understand that we share Patreons, we share subs. Nobody has to choose. So I don't want anyone to feel like, oh my God, Laura and Molly are fighting. You know, we got to pick one. No, you don't. And for that reason, I'm going to try not to go live when she is. We all know, I don't know if she'll give me that same respect. But for the sub's sake, I will try to respect that so you guys don't feel like you have to choose, you know, one way or another. I and my crew are still going down to Tennessee. We're very excited about it. I still have to talk to a few others that said they were coming. I'm still bringing candles for everyone. Nothing has changed. The only thing is we may not hook up with Marissa. That's it. And it is what it is. So I want to make it really, really, really clear that I have no doubt we'll speak again. So I really don't want anyone feeling like they have to switch sides or they have to pick a side because they absolutely don't. And I mean, we share mods. If the only situation that I see that's a problem, if there's bashing going on in my chat of Marissa, I don't expect Marissa's mods or Marissa's people to stay here and vice versa. Like some of the mods we share, I had noticed that they weren't removing comments that were bashing the fuck out of me. That's a problem. But other than that, and I'm not telling them leave Marissa. I'm just saying, you know, if you're not going to stick up for me or remove comments or allow it, then you might as well go with Marissa. And vice versa. Marissa would say the same thing about, you know, my people. So, absolutely. And that's what I'm saying, Kimber. I'm not mad at Marissa. Like, I hope she doesn't call CPS. I mean, I really do. I hope she doesn't. So, but again, I'm not, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm sure me and Marissa will speak again, you know, like, I'm not mad at her. I'm worried about her. And I mean that honestly. I really am. I know she's an intelligent person, but I did stay. That's what I was originally going live about until I found something else. We have not talked yet, but I am very worried about her. I'm very worried about where this is heading. And like somebody said to me, and I agree with, I really hope she does Heels on the Ground by herself and not bring anybody else into it. Let her and Adrian do it. And if other people want to be a part of it, great, but let it just be founded by her and Adrian. And that's how I feel. So, Amber Sue, I know, it's ridiculous. You don't tell everybody you're going to have hidden cameras. It's so dumb. They're not hidden if you just told everybody. You know what I mean? I didn't see a Kimberly, but I heard about it, and it's absolutely vile. I don't even want to begin to start, because that whole thing was nothing more than the drama community trying to get one up on Marissa. And it's disgusting. These people are so obsessed. It's vile. And then they're putting Candace in a really dangerous position, I heard, by telling her shit like, I heard a clip where they were like, oh, well, you should leave Don and blah, blah, blah. No, you don't tell somebody to leave somebody when they have a missing child. You're a fucking moron. Especially when we know Don has hit her because we heard it. It's just all of these people. Nobody knows how to fucking interview. They need to step aside. Candace was drunk as fuck. This I did hear. Candace was drunk as fuck. And literally the 5 minutes that I heard, which was all I could really listen, was like, and then, no, you don't put somebody on panel like that. This is what all the other idiots do. You don't do that. Like, these people are just so clueless. And let me also make this clear, and I really want to make this clear, and I make no bones about it. I heard people talk about, and I really mean this, and I'm honest about this, and I didn't even think about this until tonight. When people talk about money, 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 everyone wants money in the Summer Wells. I swear on my children, I thought they were talking about Super Chat. If I could find information that led to Summer, would I like that reward money? Fuck yeah. Who doesn't want $70,000? Damn right I want it. But it wasn't something I ever thought about. And I really thought people were talking about Super Chats when they were talking about money. I would love I'm a single mom. Of course I'd want 70 grand. I got no problems admitting that. So if people want to say that, that's the reason, well, yeah, that's kind of it. I would love 70 grand. But I actually didn't even realize that until tonight. But let's just make that clear. Yeah, if I could find information leading up to the reward that I get $70,000, yeah, that would be great. So I just wanted to make that clear. You can hear the crack when Don hit Candace. I agree. She was drunk, Winnie. If you didn't think she was drunk, you're crazy. Yep, on Doug's it was bad. Yeah, she was on Doug's? Oh, I didn't know that. I hope she does too, Tony. I really do. Thank you, Patty. Yes, I am back to candles tomorrow. I had all prepared to do them today, and I just got thrown off track for obvious reasons. So she was plastered. I agree. It was horrible. Horrible. Okay. So I was going to go live tonight about something that Ziggy was playing, because someone said, oh, you want to turn Ziggy on because she's talking about you. So I was like, uh-oh. But it was nothing bad. So she was talking, and it seems that Mr. Dudley actually did want to do an interview. He just didn't want to do it with her, because he did an interview with this girl, Sweetie Pie Low. I don't know if you guys know her. My feelings on him haven't changed. He claims one thing, but it was something else. She was wasting on Doug's channel. Yeah. She was on a leash. I asked if she needed help. Exactly. Yeah, I saw you. The clip that someone sent me, like, isn't she a Patreon? I'm like, yes. He did with Sweetie Pie Low, correct. So I didn't even know who she was. But after I listened to about half of it, and like I said, I even had a title for this I was going live about. I was totally going live about it. Then I started researching to find a cover photo for this live I was going to do about the call. And then I came across what I came across. I don't know if any of you are familiar with this girl. She only has like 280 subscribers. She did one of the best videos I've ever seen on Jackie Dobbs. For those of you that may not know who Jackie Dobbs is, he is the guy that owned the land next door or bought the land next door. What's interesting is Jody Sue had made a comment in the interview that we watched, and she said it was like $400,000. The guy paid $7,000. That's all he paid for all that land was $7,000. So it's just more proof she's a liar. But have you guys heard of, I will in a minute, but have you guys heard of Mystery Unravels? She has 265 subscribers. The video only has 2,500 views. So I know a lot of the community has not seen it yet, but I do want to give her a shout out. She did a great job on this video. And it's from 6 months ago. This isn't from recent. Like, she did this way back August 18th of 2021. So she's definitely not on a bandwagon. And this was all just 2 months after Summer was taken. So I'll give you the link after. Hey, Christy. Her name is Mystery Unravels. But I want you guys to watch this video, and then I'll do the clip channel. I'm not promoting her channel, Karen. I'm not doing it. I will promote other people's channel. I will not promote Alicia's channel. It's a bash channel of me and Marissa. That's why I won't promote it. The only reason why she had Candace on is to hurt Marissa and I. It's ridiculous. They don't give two shits about her. All right. So I'm going to play this video. I hope this girl doesn't strike me, although I don't think she will. But remember, this is from August. Exactly, Audra. This is from August 18th. So Summer was found June 15th. So this girl happened to be on to... She happened to be on to Jackie Dobbs, because I know a lot of people have talked about him recently, but she was on to him back in August. I don't know why more people have not, caught on to this girl. So I'm going to give her a push and tell me what you guys think. It's about 15 minutes, but I'm going to stop it in between. But let me know what you guys think. Hold on. Do you guys want me to read it? Sometimes she does it too fast. So it says, one Dobbs found... All right, let me back up. Jackie Dobbs is a man from Georgia who was on the hunt to buy some new property. Once Dobbs found a property he was interested in, he purchased the property. His intentions were him and his dog Elvis were going to move to this property and camp till he could get a trailer or storage container to turn into a home. I know, I'm going to leave the music out so I can read it to you guys. Those of you on cell phones may not be able to see it. So that was May 1st at 11 a.m. Jackie Dobbs, my future home may be a tiny home, a storage container, leaning toward a used camper if a good one can be found at a good price. June 6th, Mr. Dobbs was, and this is June 6, 2021. And Captain, you're going to be even more suspicious after watching this video. Mr. Dobbs was doing last-minute repairs to his car before he headed out to the new property he had just purchased on the 6th. Jackie Dobbs post, a good thing I checked the belt before I took out to Tennessee. According to Mr. Dobbs' comment, they headed out June 14th for the property. Again, this is right next door to Summer Wells. June 14th. Looks like Elvis and I moved Monday morning. Do you have a place to stay? Jackie says, we will have to camp out until I can arrange for shelter. We will sleep in our blazer a few days. Jackie Dobbs, Elvis at Ben Hill Hell. Now, I don't know why he refers to it as Ben Hill Hell, but he is. Now, isn't this the dog trail, or am I wrong? Good night, stay safe, sleep well, love you, Bubba. It says Elvis is on our property. Those no trespassing signs are bullshit. What a fearsome beast he is. Guard dog, good job, Elvis. He'll knock you down. Auction. 2.2 acres, Ben Hill Road. Thought JS had the cops kick him out. Well, here we go. Hold on. Hold on. There's more here. Do you happen to recognize that last photo? Well, you should have that. Was the same photo Mr. Dobbs posted, then commented, our future home. Come on now. Pay attention. All right, green is Dobbs' property, red is Wells' driveway, and the yellow are the roads. So, Wells' driveway goes right into their property, I guess. If she's saying end of driveway in relation to the new neighbor's property. So this is the end of driveway where the dog scent left off. And it crosses right into his property. I told you, this is a really good video. Yes, of course you read that correctly. The property that Mr. Dobbs purchased was a property that was located at the end of the Wells driveway on the opposite side of Ben Hill Road. He had also mistakenly set up camp on the neighbor's property. Oh, this gets even better. Okay. January 1st owner, the original owner, current owner, Ben Hill Road, land market value $7,900, assessment 1975, total market appraisal $7,900. Yes, Captain Obvious, that's coming up. But remember, this video was done on August 18th. I'll tell you later, Winter Moon. It's not a big deal. Earlier that day, June 15th, before someone went missing, the Wells neighbor found a man camping on a property. Now again, earlier that day, June 15th, not the 14th. That's why I said hold that thought about the 14th. June 15th, before someone went missing, the Wells neighbor found a man camping on a property by mistake. Police were called and the man was asked to leave the property, who was later identified as Mr. Dobbs. Summer went missing on the 15th. Originally, according to this, it happened on the 15th, which is the same day Summer went missing. Jody Sue said the 14th. That's a little skeptical. I mean, maybe she forgot the actual date, but you would think you would remember. You know what I mean? You think you would get a date like that? Correct. Now, this is June 18th, and as I was reading it, I followed with what she says next. On June 18th, the post, which was 2 days old, said, prayers, there was a man on our property across the road yesterday. He was on our land, said that he was going to camp. We called the cops. He wouldn't give us his name. We don't know how long he had been there. The cop told him if we had owned the property for 200 years, we would know where the lines are. He packed up and left. I can't help wonder. We could hear, it shows me how to write here, we could hear the kids playing over the hill when we were there. Someone wrote, oh Lord, that's scary. I grew up on Grassy Creek, lived on Van Hill for 3 years. I don't think I ever heard a child going missing there. So now think about it. June 18th, you back up. This post was 2 days. You back up, that's the 15th, because she said yesterday. And then she follows it through. The previous screenshot was taken on the 18th. The comment was posted 2 days prior. That would make that comment posted June 16th. The neighbor, which we know is Jody Sue, said the man was on the property the day before. That would make the date June 15th. We felt that needed some clarification. Last seen June 15th. June 16th, Mr. Dobbs make a post about a Tennessee Hills people not taking too kindly to outsiders. I think the folks living on the Tennessee Hills are not too welcoming to outsiders. Hell, I'm just a hillbilly, just like them, only I'm from the North Georgia Hills. You'd think I'd fit right in. Hey, pretty. June 17th, Dobbs posts a photo of his dog Elvis on the sidewalk. My buddy Elvis, June 17th. June 18th, Dobbs has returned to his home in Georgia and posted a photo where he changed his appearance. A clean shave for a new start. Could it be a coincidence? It could. I'm not going to say it's not, but look what follows next. Looking good, Bubba. Love you. I hope you got my message I sent you. I did. Love you too. Maybe your new neighbors will like you better. So there was already a problem with the neighbors? Why would he change his appearance? Comments found on his page states he's been growing his beard for years. Maybe a coincidence, maybe needed a change. If so, it was bad timing, and I agree with that. I can look for a Captain Obvious. It is so sus, right? Jackie Dobbs, why are you moving? Just getting out of the city? Been growing the whiskers for about a year. So if you're growing your beard for a year, moving to the mountains, why would you shave it clean? It is sus. I'm telling you, this whole video is amazing. Okay. Whoop. June 27th. I hit the wrong thing. June 27th, he starts posting about Summer Wells missing. Why wait so long? I know, I actually think I heard about him from Chasing. That comes into play too. AMZ. National Missing Exploited Children. Summer Wells' mother shares TikTok video of a missing daughter. That was on June 27th. Everyone who meets our Elvis is enthralled by him. And then I thought, at this point I started thinking, is it possible that the dog did something? Like she went on the property and the dog attacked or something? That was my other thought. Talking about the dog again. Said it's a little odd to make a statement about your dog. Summer loves dogs. I don't know. I don't think that's odd. June 29th, Mr. Wells post about a run of bad luck apparently started having second thoughts about the property being bought. He claimed legal issues. This girl can't spell. He claimed legal issues. Jackie Dobbs suffers an incredible run of bad luck of late, hoping things turn around soon. That was on June 29th. Snuggles, a lot of people do, actually. I hope so. Yep, me too. I believe I will prevail. Sending positive vibes your way. A crummy deal for some land doesn't help. Hoping a new survey helps. Prayers for you. Okay, on June 30th, he posts this. Now, going back to the dogs for a second, here's my other question. If the Wells had all these dogs, aren't the dogs... I mean, I know my dogs can smell another dog a while away. Are they not going to connect? The dogs never go to the end of the driveway, you think? Like, I also found that a little weird. At some point in this time frame, we have a Kelly sneaking in the dark, messaging Mr. Dobbs, asking questions. She's talking about on Facebook. Okay, so this Kelly said, I'm sorry, maybe it's just me, but your comment confused me. What do you mean you asked him about what he submitted to TBI? Do you know him? Kelly says, what I submitted to the TBI. So Kelly says, okay, I was confused. Thank you. Did you get a response? He just started straight away putting up YouTubes of guilt of parents, which is out of character on his profile, as he puts up multiple missing children's flyers a day, not finger pointing. I agree he seems to be obsessed with young missing kids. Some of his most recent posts, I have to wonder how many he's been near that have come up missing. Is he leaving breadcrumbs? Another very interesting point. At that time, Mr. Dobbs started bouncing around, sleeping in his truck, and refusing to stay with family, changing posts and making an alibi. Was not in the Ben Hill Road, Beach Creek area of Tennessee on June 15th. I have been interviewed by the TBI on phone and 2 FBI agents in person. I do believe I have been cleared of any wrongdoing. Okay, but you were there on the 15th. You were camping on the 15th. With my dog Elvis. June, there's no date on this, so it's hard to tell. I was at the Roadway Inn in Churchill, Tennessee, the entire day on the 15th of July. We didn't say July, we said June. Except for short excursions to the 2 marathon gas stations near the inn for biscuits and beer. Except it is June, not July. Hey, Lupus. Okay, I thought you were staying in Cleveland. Take care of yourself. I'm in Cleveland now. Okay, my door is always open. I might need to stay with you all the while. Okay, it was not, then he changed it. Was not in the Ben Hill Beach Creek area in Tennessee on June 15th. I have been interviewed by TBI on phone and 2 TBI agents in person. Wrote that twice. One 18 minutes, one 19 minutes. Oh no, where they just highlighted it. No, that would have been done twice. Tried calling you. You could stay here if you want to. I won't stay in your home. Just let me store my stuff in the shed, and then me and Elvis can sleep in the blazer. Thank you, sis. Just till I can settle my new land. You could stay in the house where it's cool. That is, if you don't mind sleeping on the couch. Maybe you can figure out what's wrong with my riding lawn mower. The Elvis shed looks crazy. He's always been an indoor mutt. Best we hand around my car. Okay, it was not in the bed. He wrote this a lot. Beach Creek of Tennessee on June 15th. I've been interviewed by TBI. Timestamp June 15th at Roadway Inn near Churchill, Tennessee, late in the afternoon. So he was there. You still get messages. The only pic I took that day. The authorities will find out the truth. I can't, honestly, I tried listening to Scott. I can't do it. Anything new news? Not that I know of. One fellow said on a YouTube video there was a lot of police activity around a building in Kingsport. After the change of post and the alibi, Mr. Dobbs deleted most of the post and made his profile private. Hey, Kiki. Mr. Dobbs also started sharing YouTube videos that were blaming the parents. Was he trying to deflect attention from him and back to the family? We were not able to get the screenshot of the videos he shared. If you have them, please email them to us. Yes, the motel is the pic of Elvis. Although Mr. Dobbs, as well as others, have stated that Ellie put him through the ringer and he was cleared, they have not been anyone who has been cleared in this case. Could Mr. Dobbs have taken Summer? It is very much a possibility. Did Mr. Dobbs take Summer? Has Mr. Dobbs committed a crime? Not that has been proven as of yet. As you will see, Dobbs have posted lots of posts that are concerning not only to us, but to other people as well. We are not saying Mr. Dobbs is guilty, but is very much on radar. Now, again, this was done in August 18th of 2021. Then he says, let's all of us continue to keep Facebook fact checkers busy. Warren Zevon. Send lawyers guns and money. The shit has hit the fan. Cradle of Judah. The Cradle of Judah. The invention of this instrument is attributed to the Italian executioner Ippolito Marsali. Initially, the Cradle of Judah was considered humane and was intended not to let the victim sleep. At first, the body is lifted to the ceiling. The executioners tighten the ropes in such a way that the victim's pelvis is turned downward, and then they lower the body over a sharp apex of the large pyramid. The apex is digging into the perineum, tearing the tendons, the nerve, and the lymph nodes. That sounds horrific. The integrated prisoner's weight forces them to settle deeper and deeper in this Tetrahedral steak. Because of the unimaginable pain, they begin to rock from side to side, but it only leads to the deepening and widening of the wound. Most of the sentenced ones surrender in a few minutes, few hours at the absolute most, but the execution continues to torture all night. Damn. Wow. Old photographs. Why is this guy posting it? Socrates? This isn't BK. The heaviest burdens that we carry are the thoughts in our heads. Now, mind you, this is a guy that was posting all about, he was posting all about other stuff. Nothing to do, like, with what he's posting now. And this was June 13th. All right, so June 18th, he's posting, "This is a great victory for the young woman who was brutally assaulted 18 years ago. I pray this finally gives us some peace after all this. I am so grateful that one child raping monster is off the streets. It has come to my attention, Paul J. Beaker, coach the young Elmer McCleary area. Please take this opportunity to talk to probably your children." Far from being a government agency that breaks up terror plots, the FBI is a government agency that creates terror plots. June 21st. Rather fail with honor than succeed by fraud.
Mom, Preston's leaving.
What?
Preston's leaving. The rain stopped for now.
Okay. Drive safe. Sage's friend is making a run for it. It is strange, right? Hey, Molly.
Why is somebody freaking out?
Like, why is this guy posting this shit? It's weird. Thank you, Mike. Time is free, but it's priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. And it's just every single day. He is creepy as fuck, I'm telling you. Why, has he been proven that he's part of the church? Is he part of the church? I don't think he's part of the church. Maybe he's part of the Cornbread Mafia. He is from Georgia. Oh no, Cornbread Mafia is Kentucky. And it's all after the days of summer. One after the next. He's around, I believe.
Mom, do you think we could start doing laundry again?
What? Yeah, you can. I don't know who Vivian Sanchez is. Hey, Goose. The guy is a whack job. I agree. Welcome, Lilia. Alright. So he posts all this stuff. Hey, Millbilly. So he posts all this stuff. Welcome, Mike. Now I said, now she didn't put a dates on, so I don't know what 3 days ago was, but I know this video was done in August 18th. I'm reiterating that. Thank you, Kiki. So now, mind you, it looks like he posts all of these on the same day. Why? Yeah, I don't know who that is, Caddy. Now tell me one thing you guys noticed, though. Tell me the one thing that you guys noticed, because I'll tell you what I noticed. There was not one fucking picture of Summer Wells, his own neighbor. Yet, when he did all these missing pictures, he did not do Summer Wells. Why? That's what I'm saying, Phoebe. Why? It is odd. That was his neighbor. Today we're finishing up this video. We found some court documents. Alice Dobbs filed for divorce on August 2nd. Alice Dobbs' reason filed the divorce. The marriage was irrefutably broken. Under no circumstances shall the court grant a divorce on this ground until not less than 30 days from the date of service on the respondent. Court documents. I hereby certify that I served a true and correct copy. Domestic relations, action standing order as to issues of divorce, alimony, child support, parenting plans, parenting seminar, and other matters effective 4/3/2020, attached here too. If you would like a full copy of documents for the divorce filing, please send us an email. We will be happy to send those your way. If you have seen anything you may not think is important to you, or you have any information that could possibly help find and bring home Summer, please do the right thing. Help us bring Summer home. Call 1-800-TBI-FIND. You can remain anonymous. June 15th. Please email us and let us know what you'd like to see next. Tell me that was not a fantastic put together video. And let me give you guys the link. I mean, was that not great? And I totally found this by accident. And I'll tell you what else I found while I found this. So here's the link if you want to analyze it yourself. The channel is called Mystery Unravels. Like I said, it was done on August 18th of 2021. They're not a McDonough fan, which I like. JD and wife, strange conversation. There's really not much on here other than those 3 videos. So I don't know why they stopped doing it. There was only 4 months that they were making videos. Like I said, I have no idea who it is. But let me show you what else I found. Hang on. Thanks, Danny. All right. So remember today when Cam and Allie were on, they were talking about the footprints? Well, I found where they got that from. So on Reddit, which looks like it was a Facebook post, the neighbor, and only the neighbor, says, someone had wrote, I heard search dogs were all over the place. Neighbor said her scent was found in his yard and woods next to him. That was from the neighbor's mouth. Now, mind you, if you guys remember, and if you want me to pull it up, I'll pull it up again, where the end of the driveway and his property met, it's a bit too close for comfort. So this says, a barefoot child's footprint that the dogs identified her scent in my woods and in neighbor's woods. No other scent or footprints were found. Just my opinion with nothing else to base it on, unless this is a different property. No other scent or footprints were found. Just my opinion with nothing else to base it on. But that sounds like she was being carried and was set down to make it through a rough area. You would expect more prints if she was walking. Search crews had been all over my land for several days before the footprint was found, and there were already plenty of adult footprints there. So there were also kids. I don't know, weren't there kids that were looking for Summer? Weren't there young kids looking as well? Kiki, you could just... My video's up from this morning. It was the first video of the day. So that's where Cam and Allie got it from. Because they show it a couple of times. Like, I found a couple of different posts to get about it. Can you play the audio from another creator of Dobbs and Wife? Where would I find it? Hey, voice, where would I find it? The house with the prince, kids live there. This is the other neighbor. This is approximate. Okay, so that's... All right. Thank you for that. Why are we posting the suicide hotline? Is someone suicidal? Did you get the 8 hours or what? No, I didn't. Maybe I did. What time did I go to bed? I don't know. I'm going to get 8 hours tonight, though. I'll tell you that much. Hey, Blaze. Funny, not funny? But yeah, everything that Cam said today, I found on a Reddit post. Like, almost identical. Amanda's Vita. All right, hold on. Oh, she's been on Molly's panel. I remember her name from Molly's panel. I haven't seen her there, though, in a while. But I think she was on Molly's panel during the Gabby case. Do you know how far back? Alright, I'm in her summer stuff. Oh, new creepy audio, Summerwell's transient neighbor. Okay.
Hey, everybody.
I got it.
Welcome back. So earlier I made a live about JD and his involvement, or what I feel could be his involvement in the Summer Wells case. And for now, what we know is just his involvement as being a neighbor transient. But one thing that I was able to put together was JD's wife had accidentally sent someone in the Summer Wells area an audio that they found was a little bit weird, and it got sent to me, and I am now playing it just because I think it's something that should be brought up. Please use your best judgment when viewing this information and listening to this audio. Please don't go reaching out to these people, as many people have already reached out to them and tried to get answers, and what we know is what we're showing you. Again, this has all been shared with TBI already, so it's not something that you need to go out and share, but I am sharing it with you guys and condensing it so you all understand. Also, his wife has filed for divorce as of recent. I have questions, and also listen to this audio.
Because
Hey, that looks good, don't it? Boy, I know that stuck up good. That night you wrinkled that one.
I said it makes me horny. God wants me horny.
Who? Who wants you that way?
God.
God.
God makes me horny.
Oh, yeah.
He gave me to you as a present.
You might have to give him back.
You knew what to do with it.
You might have to give him back, honey. But you might have to do.
That would make me horny.
You are that. Dr. Ross. Yeah, all right.
and also his wife has filed for divorce as of recent. Questions, and also listen to this audio.
Because
Hey,
I
like,
said
that
it,
looks good, don't it? Boy, I know that stuck up good. That night you wrinkled that one.
I said it makes me horny. God wants me horny.
Who? Who wants you that way?
God.
Oh, damn.
God makes me horny.
Oh, yeah.
He gave me to you as a present.
You might have to give him back.
You knew what to do with it.
You might have to give him back, honey. But you might have to do.
That would make me horny.
You are that. Dr. Ross.
Did she say that would make me horny? Am I hearing that right? Because my hearing is off. But it kind of sounds like that's what she's saying. Am I wrong?
Yeah, all day.
Here, drove around for a little while.
You got here later earlier now. We stayed up there.
Well, that was weird. What are you doing to him?
I'm trying to get his bone so I can scoop out the fats.
No, leave it. He likes it.
I mean, if he wants to.
That's a dog bone?
Yeah, it's bone.
Yeah, he's fine. He can eat it.
It's bone marrow.
Get him, Winston. They have the inside. They like
I
that.
was gonna scoop it out and feed it to him.
No, leave
That's
him.
how I got Buka.
You got it.
Buka didn't want it at first. Winston took Buka's originally. So Buka didn't want it at first. So
As soon as Winston wants it, then Buka wants it.
No, I had to actually scoop out some of the fats to feed Buka. I'm like, this is where it's correlating from. Tried showing him. I was like, this is where you're tasting. He took
right.
I wrapped it in a napkin because it was hot. He took the napkin. I was like, do you not
He'll
see?
want it if Winston wants
Do you
it.
not see where the juices are coming from? So I scooped it out, fed it to him over and over.
And then he took it?
And he finally took
Alright.
it.
Alright, sorry about that. No, not a soup bone. I bought them frozen bones and Phoenix cleaned out the freezer today. And, so we wanted it. But, alright, so I am hard of hearing. I did hear that, but who is the girl? Is that Candace? Was that supposed to be Candace? Or was that his ex-wife? That's what I'm confused about. I heard makes her horny. No, not Candace. I thought I hear a little girl. Maybe I should listen with headphones. It is his soon-to-be ex-wife. She said God gave her a present for him and that she was horny. Then he said give it back. God wants me horny. Put headphones on. Can I hear it better? I mean, what do you guys hear? Aha.
To this audio.
Because
Hey,
I
like,
said
that
it.
looks good, don't it? Boy, I know that stuck up good. That night you wrinkled that one.
No, captions aren't working.
Makes me horny. God wants me horny.
All right, so it is showing some of it. I said it makes me horny. God wants me.
Who? Who wants you that way?
God.
Oh, damn.
God makes me horny.
Oh, yeah.
He gave me to you as a present.
You might have to give him back.
You knew what to do with it.
You might have to give him back, honey. But you might have to do.
That would make me horny.
You are that. Dr. Ross. Yeah, all right.
Here, drove around for a little while.
You got here later earlier now. We stayed up there.
Damn, I wish it was easy to hear.
Hey, everybody.
Shit. He gave it to you as a present. You might have to give it back. She said Don, not God. What? Even closed caption pulled up God. That's what she said. Who is he talking to if he's a transient? Well, they said it was the ex-wife. She said, I'm horny. Dad wants me horny. And Don gave me something. And you would know what to do with it. I'm horny. And if there's a child's voice in the background, I don't know. That's kind of heavy. What does this have to do with summer? It has a lot to do with summer. Someone man in the background. I've been driving around all day. Someone with a good audio up can extract extra noises. Yeah, I don't have that. I don't know how to do that. I heard God too. You want to hear it again?
Has filed for divorce as of recent. I have questions and also listen to this audio.
Because
Hey,
I
that
said,
looks good, don't it? Boy, that know that stuck up good. That night you wrinkled that one.
I said it makes me horny. God wants me horny.
Who? Who wants you that way?
God.
Oh,
God makes me horny.
oh yeah.
He gave me to you as a present.
You might have to give him back.
You knew what to do with it.
You might have to give him back, honey. But you might have to do.
That would make me horny.
You are that. Dr. Ross. Yeah, all day. Here, drove around for a little while. All was right. You got here Friday early enough. We're over. We can have there.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back.
Can't hear me. I'm going to try and listen to it with a headset. Hold on. Give me a second. All right. What's this channel? Oh. Shit. Why can't I clear this? All right. All right, give me a second. Of course, I got commercials. Yep.
Hey everybody, welcome back. So earlier, reached out to them and tried to get answers in EI already, so it's not something that you need to book. And also listen to this audio.
Okay, he does say it was like a madhouse today. That he does say. She definitely says God wants me horny. He said, who wants you horny? She said, God wants me horny. And he's kind of laughing at her. And then she says, that will make me horny. There's definitely a kid in the background, and he says, Doctor, it sounds like Dr. Ross, but I don't know if that's what he's saying. But he's saying something, Doctor something. And then he says, you know, are you around later today? It is kind of a weird conversation, but how did that even get on audio? That's what I don't get either. How did that even happen? That's not a convo between a man and a wife? It is, though. But how did that even end up on video? No, it sounds like he was kind of surprised. It didn't sound like he wanted to talk to her. Like, it was kind of weird. Someone said he butt dialed someone. I mean, do we know that's definitely his ex-wife? Do we know if that's definitely his ex-wife? I think it was butt dialed and it went to voicemail. Could have been a butt dial that went to someone's voicemail. He was taken back. Yeah, he was taken back. It's hard to understand it. Even with good headphones. But my hearing is not the best. Like, I wish I could make it louder, but it was as loud as I can go. Person she sent it to asked her, what the heck was that you just sent me? And the wife said, oh, it was a mistake or something. That is not what you need to focus on. It's a girl's voice. She recorded it. Then it got sent to someone on Facebook that was trying to contact her about a husband through Messenger. Doesn't sound like Candace. I don't think it was Rob. No, it definitely wasn't Robin at church. Oh, it could have been Pastor Rob. Maybe. I don't know. I wish I had the technology to figure it out. You think Dobbs is something? Go watch True Crime Commentary and Giffy Miracles. Who's that? Pink Butterfly. I was the same way for a while. But I mean, we'll joke around now. Well, not anymore, but we were. Wouldn't want to sit next to that lady. I know, right? God wants me horny. Okay. It does almost sound like a TV, but it gets closer and further away. And it was definitely odd. In the background. Oh, there's definitely a little girl. You can hear that. I heard that. You might want to give me back. I didn't hear that. Let's listen to that again. I didn't hear that. You might want to give me back. I mean, the problem is you can hear whatever you want to hear, kind of. You know what I mean? The first video was Mystery Unraveled. It was very interesting. The channel is Mystery Unraveled.
As of recent. I have questions and also listen to this audio.
Because
Hey,
I
that
said it,
looks good, don't it? Boy, that know that look up good. That now you wrinkle that one.
I said it makes me horny.
Happy New Year, Verika.
Look up good. That now you wrinkle that one.
I said it makes me horny. God wants me horny.
Who?
So she says, God makes me horny. And he says, who? Like he's shocked.
Who wants you that way?
God.
God.
He says, who? And she says, God.
God makes me horny.
Oh, yeah.
He gave me to you as a present.
He gave me something.
You might have given him back.
You knew what to do with it.
He gave me what he gave me?
You might have to give him back, honey.
You lied or something.
But you might have to do.
Something today. He gave me to someone who knew what to do with it? No, I didn't hear that at all. Gave me you as a present. Well, you might have to give it back. You know what to do with it.
You might have to give him back, honey.
Okay, he does say you might have to give it back. I got that.
But you might have to do.
See, I don't know what that is. He said you might have to give it back, and then I don't know what he's saying. That's what I can't grasp. Something you're gonna make me horny today.
You are that. Dr. Rob.
Dr. Ra. I don't get what that is.
Here. Go around for a little while.
Audra, I thought of that too, but I didn't want to go there. I did not want my mind going there. It sounded like Dr. Ra. I can try slowing it down.
I have questions. So listen to the audio.
It's too slow.
Look good. That now you wrinkle that one.
I said it makes me horny. God wants me horny.
Okay, she definitely says it makes me horny. God wants me horny. That's a given. That's a definite.
Who?
He says who?
Who wants you that way?
Who wants you like that?
God makes me horny.
She says God wants me horny. Yeah, he definitely didn't sound interested.
Oh, yeah.
He gave me to you as a present.
He wants me something, gave me a present.
You
You might have given back. You knew what to do with it.
He made something do with it.
You might have to give it back, honey. But you might have to do.
But he's something today. She said that would make me horny.
You are there. Dr. Ra.
Dr. Ra. Something, how you doing?
Go around for a little while, the hog was dry. You got here right early.
Some, I saw you earlier. He didn't say Pastor Rob. He said Dr. Rob.
I have questions and also listen to this audio.
Good, don't it? Boy, I know that stuck up good that night you wrinkled that one.
Right now, you ain't getting something?
I said it makes me horny. God wants me horny.
Who?
You know what? God makes me horny. Oh, yeah.
Maybe she said God makes me horny?
Gave me to you as a present. You might have given it back. You knew what to do with it. You might have to give it back, honey. But you might have to do.
He denied us today?
That would make me horny. You are there.
That would make me horny. And he says, oh, yeah.
Dr. Ra.
It's not pastor. He said doctor.
Go around for a little while, the hog was dry. You got here right early.
What you might oughts to do. That's possible, too. Damn, I wish my hearing was better. This shit is annoying me. I wish I had equipment to make it louder. All right, she definitely said God wants me horny or God makes me horny. I am reading my chat. My face is so fucking close to the screen, I'm going to eat the chat in a second because that's where my speaker is. I'm trying to grab it closer. Sounds like she said God makes me horny. He was funny, though. Who? Who makes you horny? You might auto give it back is what you might ought to do. That's possible. You're focusing on the wrong thing. What should I'm just trying to hear it correctly. Play it 1 cent. That's what I've been doing. I done ate a chat. I'm telling you, that's where I'm at. I am so close to the fucking screen. Because my speaker is under my monitor. I mean, it's separate. It's a separate speaker. But I'm trying to get closer to it. Alright, let's try this again.
I have questions.
Well, she's loud in my ear.
Listen to this audio.
Good, don't it? Boy, I know that stuck up good that night you wrinkled that one.
Alright, I can't tell what he's saying. Well, don't forget, I also slowed this down a little.
Now you wrinkled up.
You ain't getting something.
I said it makes me horny.
I said it makes me horny.
God wants me horny.
God wants me horny.
Who?
Who?
Who wants you that way?
Who wants you something?
Oh, God makes me horny.
Something makes me horny.
Oh, yeah. He gave me as a present.
He made me something, cousin? I know, right, Patty? I said it makes me horny. God wants me horny. Who wants you that way? Yes.
You might have give it back.
No, I heard you. I heard you.
You knew what to do with it.
He didn't know what to do with it. Okay, I heard that. He didn't know what to do with it.
Mom, what are you saying?
All right, come here. You got good ears?
Yeah.
Come here. I'm going to bring a kid in here.
What?
I want you to listen to this and tell me what you hear.
Okay.
All right? Forget the horny part. Just tell me what you hear.
Okay.
Because my ears suck.
I have questions
Not her.
and also listen to this audio.
Because I said it looked good, don't it? Boy, I know that looked up good that night you wrinkled up.
Do you know what he's saying?
He's mumbling.
I know that.
There's no way to... Hold on, go back. Go back 10 seconds or so. He's like straight mumbling. That's like really... You have captions on. It should.
This audio.
The guy or the girl?
I said it looked good, don't it? Boy, I know that looked up good that night you wrinkled up. I said it makes me horny.
We know that.
Me horny. Who?
Who?
Who wants you that way? Oh, God makes me horny. Oh, yeah. He gave me to you as a present.
He gave me to you as a present.
He gave me you it as a present.
He gave me to you as a present.
Okay.
That's what she said.
And what's he saying?
Oh, I have no clue what he's saying.
Get close to the speaker.
Go back. Because I was listening to the girl.
No, he kind of figured out the girl.
Because I said it looked good, don't it? Boy, I know that looked up good that night you wrinkled up.
Something about you looking good. Go back
Okay.
again. You know you can slow it down, right?
Yeah, it is slow down.
Oh, okay.
I said it makes me horny. God wants me horny.
Who?
God.
No, I mean, he didn't say who.
Who?
Who wants you that way?
Wants you that way.
He said, who wants you that way, right?
Yeah. He said who wants you that way as if he didn't process it the first time.
Oh, God makes me horny. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He gave
yeah.
me to you as a present.
He said, oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Zidane said he said, oh, yeah.
He said, oh, yeah.
Okay.
You might have give it back. You knew what to do with it.
Did you get any of that?
I heard her saying he knew what to do with it, but I couldn't fully make out what he was saying.
Oh,
Go back.
maybe they're talking about another man.
It sounds like he's speaking gibberish.
All right. Zidane said that he's saying that she said what?
She
he
said
knew,
God
he knew what to do with it.
He knew what to do with it. God gave me to you as a gift or as a present.
Can you hear what the child in the background is saying?
That's a child. Here, go
Sounds
back.
like it.
I can listen for it. It's a child.
Oh, yeah. He gave me to you as a present.
Oh, I hear that. Go back. Like, again.
Oh, yeah. He gave
He said, no, I didn't hear that. I know. He right, Danny?
I was getting water and I was like, what the?
me to you as a present.
It said, well, it sounds like a recording in the background.
He said, well?
She said, like the kids saying something. It said, like, well, something, something. But it sounds like a recording.
No. That's really important. If you heard the word wells in there, that's really important.
Heard well, yeah. Like W-E-L-L is what it sounded like.
Well, you wouldn't know if it was well or wells or the last name.
Go back again. I can see if it's a last name.
Well, you wouldn't know.
Like, see if it's Wells. Wells. Sounds like Wells.
It sounds like wells?
Yeah,
From
Wells.
the kid?
Like W-E-L-L-S. Wells.
From the kid?
Mm-hmm. It sounds like Wells, and then he keeps going on, but, like, it's really hard to make out because, one, she's moving the microphone of her phone around, so all you hear is that, you know, weird sounding, and then they're talking really loud, but it sounds like well or something along those lines.
From the kid.
From the background. So, yeah, a kid or whatever it is. It sounds like fake. Sounds like a recording.
Does it
Like,
sound like a
sounds
boy
like-
or a girl?
Boy. 100% a boy.
Oh, it sounds like a boy, he said.
You can go back again. Unless that's like a really deep-voiced female, that's a guy.
Alright. Let's back up. Yeah, but he's saying the child is a boy.
Sounds like a guy. If I had headphones, I could hear it better. You have
Yeah.
headphones?
Do I have headphones? Hold on. Let me hook it up for you. Can you hear
up
it?
the volume. You gotta up the volume. Alright, that's good.
Alright. It might be a TV in the background. Oh. That's what I heard too. You might want to give that back. Other voice said, well
Hey,
done.
Daddy.
They said, hey, Daddy?
The first thing he said was, hey, Daddy. 100%.
Okay.
That's definitely what that was. It does sound like a background that's saying whale, and then it goes on, as if it's like a TV show.
Okay.
Go back, like 20 seconds. It could be a girl. It might be after that. It's a girl. Go back. It's like stopped.
Yep.
Hey, Daddy.
Alright, so the background says, hey, Daddy?
The first immediately when she's talking about God making her,
Yeah.
she in the background a little girl does go, "Hey, Daddy,"
Okay.
and like it's like a long, like it goes, "Hey, Daddy," like a song.
Okay.
You can play. It sounds like the kid's watching something, or they are watching something in the background.
Okay.
I think it's on a TV. It's definitely a girl.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she's a little girl, the way of her voice. It's two
Okay.
different voices. The voice at the beginning when it says, "Hey Daddy," here, on your computer, go to it. Go to, like, I don't know, early, like, as soon as it starts.
I have questions.
Yeah, it's
And
my
also
dog.
listen to this audio.
Because I
That
said
looks good, don't it? Boy, that new wrestler got good that night. You wrinkled that one.
Right there. You hear it? Go
I
back.
can't hear it.
Go back, like, 2 seconds. Like, go back right there.
You wrinkled that one.
Right there. Hey, Daddy.
I don't hear that, but I'm deaf. All right, so this saying, "Hey, Daddy," it's a
No,
little
that's
girl.
100% what it is. There's no
Okay.
lie.
Yeah,
It
the
does-
closed caption isn't working.
It does sound fake.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone's saying they heard it.
All right. Next piece.
I can try.
Hold on. All right. We're ahead.
Hey, Daddy. Is someone on the computer?
Huh?
I'm hearing a mouse click. Are you clicking?
No. You
Go.
wouldn't hear that.
Go up. I hear the mouse click. I hear it. Like, listen. That's exactly what I hear before the second part of the girl or whatever it is. I hear here. It's like I'm telling you, it sounds like a recording. Go. It could be the girl who's like saying listen to this audio. She could be the one doing that. But like, if you listen real close, go back.
he gave me
Your volume's not on max, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Oh.
But if you go back, the faintest you can hear 2 mouse clicks. Right there.
I think that was her.
I think that's
walking.
her or something. It's something in it, but it sounds like a mouse clicking. It does sound not fake. If it is a recording, that's good, but would it be? But you can hear a click. 100% clicks.
Okay. What are they saying?
Play it again. It doesn't
Pretty
matter.
with pistols. I hate you for taking me down this damn rabbit hole. I didn't need this rabbit hole. Alright. He's listening.
The background right there is definitely a TV. It sounds like a news reporter.
Okay.
It sounds just like a news reporter. Before that, when he's talking, when she said God, and he said,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah," that's exactly what he says. "Oh yeah,"
Okay.
like as if he's like, you know, when someone says something and you're like, "Oh yeah," that's what he's saying it to, as if he heard her. You know how anytime me or somebody, we will hear you, but we'll say, "Huh," and then answer the question. That's like what he's doing. He heard it, but then he goes, "Who?" And then he goes, "Oh yeah."
He
while
goes,
she's talking.
who?
He goes, "Who?"
Reminds
And then,
me
he,
of your
and then
dad,
he goes,
actually.
"Oh yeah."
Alright, so that makes sense though. He gave me to you as a present and he says you might want to give it back. That makes sense to me. Because
I didn't hear none of that.
I just think of Dayton's dad. He would say something like that.
he would.
I can even picture him saying it. Well, you might want to give it back.
He
All
said
right.
it to anybody. Another like TV show sounding girl. It sounds like, yes, there's definitely a kid in the background that says, "Oh," or "Hey, Daddy," 100%. Then it's
Okay.
like a news reporter. Then does this
Okay.
girl? Do you know like anything about this girl, like at all? Like
No.
if she could have a tablet and she was watching something or playing a game with a female in the game talks, that's what the third
Okay.
one sounds like. But you can keep going. There's a third male.
Dr. Rob?
Yeah, Dr. Rob. He says Dr. Rob. And he's like walking, sounds like on rocks.
Uh-huh. Now what does he say?
Keep going. Dr. Rob said he went out for a little while. That's what I caught.
Okay.
He said, "Oh, I went out for a little while." Like my dad would say when he goes missing in the middle of the night. "Oh, I went out for a little while." That's exactly what he said. He said, I went out for a little while." But go back like 10 seconds. Hey, buddy. What you doing all day? Disappear or go out for a little while? There's a train. I can't hear it. You could play it maybe on this and you'd hear it. But, it sounds like a train. Go to the end. It sounds like a train or something goes by. Yeah, what that person just said might have been right. I've been here, then drove around for a while. That could be right.
Alright, go one more time.
Alright.
Oh, what happened?
It might be forward.
Can you hear chickens in the background after the guy walks down the gravel road?
Huh?
I know you can't hear anything.
Oh, the chickens?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely those.
Why are there chickens on a gravel road?
It's definitely rocks. For sure. Why are chickens on a gravel road? Couldn't tell you. You could skip like 10 seconds.
I'm just gonna play it.
Okay. I'll listen. God. Everything out here I'll say. Okay?
Okay.
Gave me to you as a present. You might want to give it back. You might have to give it back. You might also have to do. You are Dr. Rob. Hey, bud. What you done all day? Disappear or drove around for a little while? Gravel road. That's everything I heard.
All right. It's from Amanda S. Vita. So it's Amanda's with a capital S and then Vita, V-I-D-A. That's what I'm saying. Why was someone even recording it?
That's all I heard. Everything I said I heard.
Thank you.
There's a little more things happening, but like I said, if you go to the end, like go to the end real quick.
I already shut it down.
Oh, the live?
Mm.
No, I mean on your computer.
Oh, hold on.
You can see if anybody on your stream can make it out. I couldn't because go like to the end, or you can just.
Who?
God makes me horny. He gave me
Oh, yeah.
you as a present.
She gave me as a present.
You
Give it back.
You knew what to do with it.
You knew what to do with it. Might want to give it back, hon.
But you might also do.
But you might also do.
That was
Dr. Rob!
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, all right.
What you doing Disappear.
Go around for a while.
That's what I can't get through. See the train. It cuts out a lot of audio. But there's definitely stuff that they say behind that train.
All right. Thanks, bud.
That's all I could get.
Good job.
You're welcome.
I just like when he says, who?
A beloved icon.
Whoop. Who? That's my favorite line of the whole thing. All right, let me give you guys the video. Who?
Hey, everybody.
Here is the video. Thank you guys for making me go down that damn rabbit hole. Laura and the Who, because that's what he says. See, but here's what I don't understand, though. You can't, that wasn't accidentally recorded. If it was accidentally recorded, you wouldn't hear her voice. Good night, BVK. You wouldn't hear her voice. So, that's what doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? I just realized it was 1:15 in the morning. I don't even know why he was awake. It just doesn't make sense to me. That can help clear up the recording. Someone's got to clear it up because I couldn't. But who was she talking to if the phone was in her pocket? Oh, so let me get this straight. You guys are saying that she was talking to somebody. No, because they were interacting. You can't record and leave message at the same time. Something's not right. Maybe she's recording him because she was sex talking to him. Maybe. TV, that's a good point. TV, yeah, but she was closer. It was picking up their conversation, but who? Oh, I see what you're saying. I get it. She butt dialed someone, but she was still talking to him. So that's what I'm thinking, Pretty. She did it on purpose. Lupus, how are your candles? Then maybe she did it on purpose. Her phone butt dial went to another number and left voicemail. But whose number? Like, who turned that in? 30. No, I like his answer. Who? They're holding children there underground. Oh, my God. Now they're holding children there underground? These guys just got busted. They want to know what... Yeah. Who? God made me horny. Who? I like that. I'm not going to forget that. My kids love them. Good. I'm glad. We got a couple more. I have to make a donation tomorrow because I got to figure out how many. I think there's like 4 more. Sounds like telling kids say what the lady is saying. See, I didn't hear that. I don't see that. Because remember, he's talking to another doctor. You can hear it all on camera. I mean, you can hear it all. So what is he, holding a kid hostage when he's talking to a doctor? Come on. Someone can email us to me. I would appreciate it. I can message you with it, Nikki. Oh, Nikki, what's your email? You may not be the same Nikki I'm thinking of. Dr. Robbie here's Zachariah? No. It sounds like doctor. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm not going to say I'm right. TBI has it. It was a butt dial, so I've heard. I think he recorded her because she's obviously nuts. Need to cure a lupus warrior. Hey, Vicky. I think he's the one everyone should be. I agree with that, Rios. Especially after the video I saw tonight. Again, kudos to whoever the creator is. I don't know who that is. Looks like they haven't made videos either. They just got busted. I would love someone to email me this. What? Where did you see this, Rhonda? Read my comment above. I spoke to a lady. Damn it, go read it. All right, I'm going to read it, damn it. Free mind, free mind. Fremont, I don't see you. Can you retype it? I don't see you. I see Nikki. I see Girl Cole. I see Pretty with Pistols, Verika, Stone, Rios, Rhonda, Quinny. Fremont, I don't see the other comment. Yeah, it's on Amanda. I already posted the link. It's on Amanda Vita's channel. Did you get my email address? No, I did not. I meant to record it. I can't see anymore. Maybe that's why I said to, so she'd repeat it. Yeah, I know Amanda's video. Vita video. Are pastors ever called doctors? No. Oh, you know what? I'm on Top Chat. That's why I couldn't see it. Alright, now I'm on live chat. Alright, let me try this again, Freeland. I still don't see it. Freeland, I still don't see your comment. Purvis Robert, dentist in Rogersville. Could be this Dr. Rob. It could be that Dr. Rob. That's a dentist. DDS, a dentist, yeah. Yeah, but they still use the term doctor. Ain't no vinegar and salt chip. Yeah, I don't have any. And I couldn't go out and get them today because of the rain. Maybe I have Rhonda up to explain. DDS is a dentist, correct. If one of them accidentally butt out someone and it went to voicemail. These time doctors, the kids would think it's okay for a doctor to be touching them. Just a thought. Dobbs didn't move to Rogersville. He went back to Georgia. All right. The lady said he gave you to me as a present. She was talking to the child. The guy said you might want to give it back. And the kid said, oh, daddy. Then his phone call came through, which wasn't relevant. Okay. So Fremont Soul said this. The lady said he gave you to me as a present. She was talking to the child. The guy said you might want to give it back, and the kid said, oh, daddy. Then his phone call came through, which wasn't relevant. My son needs to be a regular? She's very pretty. She might be too much city chick. Who? Well, she played it. No, because he was talking to her. And she wouldn't tell a child, God wants me horny. She wouldn't tell a kid that. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm jealous, Pretty with Pistols. Maybe the wife was in a call with that Amanda from the video, forgot to hang up, and Amanda recorded it. Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think she would tell a child that she was horny. That doesn't sound right. It's a hoax. The town is involved. No, I don't believe that either. They were just... See, that's what I thought too, but he wasn't interested. He definitely wasn't interested.
Mom.
What?
Quick question.
What?
Just thinking about the recording, right? In what's the wells that you were saying? If there's a difference between well and wells, and it could be very important.
Because it could be like, well, you're an idiot. It could be like that. Or it could be Wells, because that's their last name of a missing girl.
Are y'all looking for a missing girl?
Yeah.
Was she already missing before this?
We don't know. I don't know, because we don't know when the recording was actually made.
Because if you think about it logically, if that's a news channel, they're talking about supposed wells.
Oh, that's true.
So if the girl went missing before this, then they could be talking about her if it's a news channel, like I said.
That's true. He's right. It could be in the background when he said he heard a TV.
Because that was 100% no lie. No lie. No way that wasn't a news reporter. It literally just sounded like one.
Okay.
Like, and then also, I'm like 95% sure that was a little girl. But the thing is, the dad, or whoever he was, didn't respond to the "Hey Daddy."
Okay.
I'm trying to, it could be fake. It could be a recording in the background.
Okay.
And they were trying to get the attention for this. But I really couldn't tell you.
Alright. Don't look too deep into it. Go to bed.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
Alright. Love you.
Love you.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, Mom.
What?
I think football starts January 24th.
You think what?
Football starts January 24th.
Okay. January? Why are we back in football already?
Off-season conditioning.
Ugh. Alright.
Don't worry, Mom. It's either every day or every other day.
Alright. Damn, football season's almost back. Blech. Blech. My son is precious. You want him? We can have him. Dayton, they all said thank you. He's trying to butter me up so he's not grounded anymore. I'm outdoors. Yeah, I'm definitely not outdoors. Hey, Dayton. I don't want to wake the other two. I didn't call. Yeah, it's like all the time.
Yeah?
Hey, come in here for a second.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Tell me raised a great mom. I know, right? Now, I want to clear something up because I saw this being said yet again.
What?
So I'm going to clear this up once and for all.
Huh.
Come here.
Yo.
Because I haven't even spoke to you about this. Why is there a lock on the fridge?
Because I would eat in the middle of the night.
And why do I do it to help you or do I do it to punish you?
Help me?
Okay. And does it help?
Yeah.
And it helps a lot, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not doing it to be mean or to, hurt you or anything else. It's because I love you and I care about you and I understand how tough it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just make it sure because people are talking about it and I expect CPS number 6 because nobody understands.
6?
I don't know. Well, it's been 5 already. But I'm saying, and I just wanted to clear it up.
Why is this still on?
What?
Why is still the plastic on?
I don't know.
You're so weird. Oh.
But I just want to clear it up with you. Why you give me a dirty look?
Nothing. I was just walking away. You're weird because you have the plastic on the light still.
I think you be just you. I think Jackie Dobbs is definitely suspect. No, shits and giggles. It's already been talked about on 2 other channels. So, yeah. And, it has to be a topic of conversation. Not Laura knows what's best for her children or her son, because the other 2 are fine. But, Laura knows what's best for a kid. He's not on meds. It's not just he's a true addict. And right now, food is his thing. And it's been like that for a while. And he's an addict. And anyone that's an addict knows that mentality. That unless it's not sitting in front of him, if he's very impulsive. and he has to have it. And if he sees something he wants, he has to have it. And there's no stopping him. And things just miraculously disappear. So, you know, and that's on top of, they do eat a lot because they're 2 teenage boys. You know, like I said, Sage doesn't eat that much, but the boys, how do you sleep and eat peanut butter? It's because I do care. He was only 14. Thank you, Caddy. Thank you. People don't get it. I tried that too. We have another refrigerator in the house. Exactly, Quinn. And why don't they mind their own business? So he was 14 and weighed 283. He's now 17 and 190 on a healthy path. What was the final click? Because I can't get it to click in. They brought this up. No, not MGL chat. And 2 other chats. I don't know if they brought it up in MGL chat, but that's not what I'm talking about. Exactly, Nikki. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. But they once called CPS because I put a lock on the fridge and I locked my kids out of food. No, that's not what it is at all. I was very worried. I still worry about him. They were chat. Yeah, it wasn't MGL. Oh, they were in MGL's chat. He got embarrassed at his doc's appointment, and that was his breaking point. Well, I need that point. We definitely need that point. I would do it. It's exactly. As long as it helps. Yeah, my kids are not deprived of food. But Caddy, I haven't met anybody else that has been in that position and turned it around. So I would love to talk to you about it because I don't know what else to do. We tried all that, Corinne. He's been in counseling. It's not a behavioral thing. It's an addict. He's an addict. You know, I'm glad it's food and not something else. He is 14, but he is an addict. Imagine your mom calling a true addict to 460 people. I have no problem with it. Okay, I'm the problem. That's it, Sigma. See, it's people like you that have kids that end up committing suicide and being on drugs because you're so fucked up that you don't understand that there's nothing ashamed about being an addict. It's not a bad thing. It's called a disease for a reason. Addiction is a real disease. So unless you're embarrassed of somebody having lupus or cancer or any other real disease, so actually the problem is you because you're a fucking ignorant fool. So there's that. See, that's a good idea too. Exactly. It's nothing to be ashamed of. That is my point. And as an addict, I can tell you that so many people do not, they think being an addict is a bad thing. You're born like that. It's a chemical imbalance. Like whether you're addicted to drugs, you're addicted to food, you're addicted to working, you're addicted to working out. It is a chemical imbalance that every addict shares. I am fucking proud to be an addict, even though I'm a recovering addict. You want to know why? Because there's no shame that I was born with a chemical imbalance different than others. And if someone has shame in that, that's your bad parenting. Because my kids will never be ashamed of being an addict or being a Asperger's. Sorry, that's your problem, not mine. A husband and one of our kids are emotional eaters. Instead of dealing with their emotions, they see, I did that too. That was me thing. That was my thing. There's a stigma attached to addiction because of idiots like that. That's why. It is, Boucher. I agree. Because you can't get away from it. And you have to control it. Exactly. Shine the light on the shame. I'm not embarrassed to be an addict at all. I am very proud to be an addict. Shame cripples a person. Absolutely. And I've told him that too. Don't be embarrassed that, you have, that you're an addict. Just like it's not your fault. It's my fault. It's your dad's fault. We're the ones that gave you those genes. I'm absolutely not embarrassed of it. And nobody should be. Sounds like a TV. To some people, food is comforting. Food was comforting to me until I had surgery, and then I can't eat anymore. I'm in recovery. I believe there are MTGS for all different addictions. Save my life. What's MTGS? I need a lock too. I need a lock too. Let me to be in to leave my abuser. I'm an adult with ADHD with an anxiety disorder. Absolutely. Do not believe you were born like that. You are born an addict. Never make addiction normal or okay. Don't be shameful, but don't overcome it. See, I don't agree with that. You can't help you're an addict. When you are born an addict. You may not be born addicted to drugs, but you are born an addict. It is a chemical imbalance. Meetings are different with food. It is, especially for someone young. Seen kids like that in the hospital when I worked very young, like toddlers were so overweight and crying for food. Moms were distressed. Absolutely. You could see it. They were there because they loved. Exactly right. People need to separate drug addiction and addiction. I'm not talking to be proud of drug addiction. Nobody should be proud. I'm a proud drug addict. No. But you should definitely be proud of who you are. And if you are born with a chemical imbalance because you're an addict, so be it. Be proud of that. Learn how to work with it. Learn how to deal with it. But I have no shame that I'm an addict. Sorry. I'm embarrassed that I was ever a drug addict. But as far as the addict goes, I'm not embarrassed of it. I'm perfectly fine being an addict. It makes me special. And it makes me different. I'm a nurse and I feel you do it. Absolutely, Nikki. My grandson's only 7 and much overweight. He has to eat constantly. He has to eat constantly? Or he wants to eat constantly? It's an imbalance like people who eat dirt or chalk. That's their addiction. Yeah. I geek like this is major. Goes way back and way deep. Thank you, Roxy. I believe I'm insane, not Greek. And MTGS is meetings. See, meetings never worked for me during NA. It just didn't. But that was a drug thing where I could just walk away from it. I couldn't walk away from food. So I understand the feeling. It is actually an extra half a chromosome. That's what I'm saying. You can be born, not every addict. Yeah, every addict is born an addict. But you don't have to choose drugs as your addiction. Some people overwork. They work out too much. They're addicted to a gym. They're addicted to, reverse bulimia, where they're constantly working out. They can't get big enough. That's still an addiction with a chemical imbalance. Is there any food he doesn't like? Yeah, some healthy food. Believe me, I have. But I also have 2 other kids. They found differences in generational addicts' brains. My mom as well. As her mom was me, you can also see it in an addict's DNA. Absolutely. I did not, Quinny. I didn't. I feel old since we got clean before some of your members were born. That's a good thing, though. Happy New Year, Denise. It'll go great. I spoke to Molly. She texted me. It'll be fine. Adrenaline addict's another one. There's a lot of different type of addicts, but at the end of the day, you're still an addict. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's not your fault. Whether you choose to do drugs, that's a problem. If you choose to do drugs, then you're a drug addict and that's your fault. But if you're just born an addict and you don't choose to do drugs or choose to harm yourself, it is what it is and be proud of it. That's it. Just trying to hide things that make people feel shame. Millions go through the same issues. Absolutely. You're right. People need to stop acting like people are horrible if they haven't. Exactly. Me and Marissa are okay. I lost 125 pounds, 50. Good for you. I hope I could say I lost 100 pounds. I tried putting on my tens tonight. Not quite there yet. I'm close, but I'm not quite there yet. And I couldn't close them. Korean, many do, and many mask the symptoms or don't even realize they have an imbalance. There is such science to prove it's born, not made. I agree. Some will never realize it's depending on what is addicting. It's so true, Emily. So true. She's just predicting, Laura. You lost 250 pounds? Wow, good for you. Addict is genetic. That's exactly right. All the different types of a personal issue. Hey, Rachel. So being grateful in your recovery and addiction is what makes you successful. Damn right. I am not ashamed of it. I am not ashamed, even though I had some issues. I was bulimic. I was anorexic, and bulimia is also an addiction. Believe that. Anorexia is a type of addiction. I was a cocaine addict and meth, acid when I was young. I've done all sorts of addictions, but my big one was cocaine. I'm not embarrassed of it at all. My kids know about it. I talk to them about it. I don't want to see them go through the same things I have. And that's it. I'm not ashamed of who I am. It's part of who I am. Him being an addict is part of who he is. Embrace it and let's work on it. And if that makes me a bad person, then so be it. Food addiction, it's worse than alcohol. It's like telling, and I've said this before, it's like telling an alcoholic you can only have a couple of sips. You can only have one beer, but you have to do that 4 times a day. It's got to be the worst addiction ever, for real. You can only have it a couple of times a day, but you have to drink it. You have to have some of that bottle, but not too much, only a little. It's horrible. At least with cocaine, I can walk away from it and never look at it again. You can't do that with food. Good job, Rachel. 16 years. Plus, someone could be genetically predisposed and not become an addict. True. Rhonda, ask Laura if you can go on a panel and explain. I have to set it up. Hold on. Where's my StreamYards? I'm only not using StreamYards right now because I'm out for the month or whatever. Hold on. I was like that too, though. When I was fighting with Molly before, I wanted to eat, and I couldn't. And it sucked. Food makes me sick so I can empathize. Yep. Gambling is the word. No, because you don't have to go to a casino. But you have to eat. You have no choice. You have to eat. You can't not eat. There's your link. Went to go with them that day. It was a drug deal. Allie was sending her son to go to the pharmacy to pick up pain pills and pay for them. It's possible. Laura post the link, go up on panel. I just posted it. I have a food phobia. I'm 114 and I'm 37. I was like that, but I was never that small. But it's none of your fucking business. You don't have to be here to listen, do you? No, you don't. You don't like what I talk to my people about, then don't fucking be in here. It's that simple. There's 500,000 other creators you can go to. Carry on. Bye-bye. You can truly make people feel better. Thank you, Monica. Now, I may draw out someone. If you want some pain pills, you will make up with them. Any former addict knows and spotted this drug deal. Who? I don't take pain pills, so I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you, Desiree. I know I did nothing wrong. I laughed. I sent her a text. I said, so Tiffany gets 100, I get a wrench? Come on now. I said, I'm just kidding. Balloons are my phobia. They scare the hell out of me. My brother used to pop them. Really? Dad, she's not coming up. I tried. Maybe exactly, Nikki. Maybe telling people will help the next person. That's exactly right. Or help me, like Caddy sent me something. You just click on it. I know, Quinny. I will never lose my objectivity, ever. Rhonda, you just got to click on it. I broke up with a guy because he filled my car with balloons for my birthday. Can't believe my birthday's in 2 days. Come on, Rhonda. I gotta go to sleep soon. I gotta get my 8 hours in. Grover once gave me to try the tip of her nail of cocaine. I felt like I was Superman. I wish cocaine did that to me. I got so scared of the tingling. It was the first and last time. That's good, though. Especially if you felt like Superman. We don't have any around here, Stone. I looked for that. He laughed at me, thought I was kidding. What are you doing on your birthday? I don't know what we're doing. Getting ready for... I got a hair on my nose. Getting ready for my trip. Carrying a message to still suffering addict is the saying in the program, grow up people. She's doing what she wants on her channel, and I'm blessed to hear it all. Thank you, Nikki. I want to eat blue cheese. I don't like blue cheese. I think it's gross. Hey, monkey mama. Oh, hey, Anissa. Send you a text. Too long. I got a lot of messages. I eat 2 pounds of raw spinach a day and cannot stop. I can't find help for it anywhere because it's a healthy good. 2 pounds of raw spinach? You're probably green. Do you have a green tint? Because she stands her ground, doesn't change. Thank you, Pam. Gastroparesis? Rhonda's not back here, no. I'll drop a link again. Never been alive with a person that is so involved in chat. I'm obsessed with chat. I have to. People say if you keep telling your son's an addict to become one, just like you keep calling someone a crackhead that doesn't do crack won't make them be a crackhead, you're not a bad mom. Because they're idiots. I'm a former addict, 10 years sober. Congratulations. Hunter went with them that day for the script. That's why Candace came back to ask what he told TBI. Okay. Mom's got a new friend who's very pretty. I'm sure there's online meetings, especially... Yeah, I didn't think of that, actually. I haven't thought of that. Online meetings. I mean, I'm willing to try anything. I don't have a problem with it. But I also think it's disgusting that people think it's a bad thing. They make it out like it's a horrible thing. An addict doesn't mean a drug addict. That's like the biggest confusion. Just because you're an addict doesn't mean you're a drug addict. I hate when people they combine the two. There's much more addictions than just drugs. Tell someone an addict doesn't make them a crackhead. It just makes them an addict. Thank you, Nikki. Spinach is huge on iron. Well, I know if you eat too many oranges, you could turn orange. I mean, not like an Oompa Loompa orange, but you do turn orange. Congratulations, Miranda. 13 years clean. We're not going to discuss her, Quinny. I would rather not change my mood. There's addiction and there's active addiction. But there's also active addiction that has nothing to do with drugs. Dayton's way too smart for drugs. He's not going to be on drugs. His addiction is food. You know? It's still an addiction. It's just not drugs. It is. I'll definitely look into the online. I don't know how we'll do because he's young, but I mean, it can't hurt. Yeah, carrots turn you orange. I'm proud to say I'm a recovering addict. And I've been off cocaine since 2008. I won't say I'm like sober because I do drink once in a while. So I don't want to put that on, but I've been free from cocaine since 2008. And I'm very proud of it. Is it a compulsion or you feel a craving? Oh, for the raw spinach? Thank you, Kat. Hello, my name is Giggles, and balloons scare the life out of me. 13 years, heroin and pills. Good job. OBE is very dangerous. So it is dangerous on the heart and everything. I had a friend of mine that would eat sauerkraut. I like sauerkraut. Your channel is awesome. I appreciate that you read chat and acknowledge everyone. Not a lot of creators are investors you are. You make us feel noticed. Thank you, Desiree. Hey, Amanda, I played your video. Don't strike me. I was watching and saw you play that. Yeah, we played it like 1,000 times. Went down this rabbit hole. If you have any more questions, did you ever get the full audio of it? But still no, there's yeah, there is questions. I had my son in here going through it. Love sauerkraut and wieners. You got to be a New Yorker. That's a New York thing. There's different meanings for different addictions. Yeah, I'm going to look into it for kids. That's a good... I don't know why I haven't, to be honest with you. Thank you, Anna. I try to lock me out. You never even came backstage. West Virginia? And you like sauerkraut? You got to get sauerkraut and onions and mustard. No ketchup on a hot dog. I lost my son at 30, advanced heart failure because of certain drug. Oh, I'm sorry, Valk. No parent should have to bury a child. Can you send it to me? I have Ellie in my family, and I want him to fix it so I can hear it better. Yeah, Amanda, Amanda, can you grab this link? I hate talking to chat like that. I'm not staying on long. But if you could, like, come on so we can see it, I could talk to you. I do have a couple questions. Pretty with Pistols made me go down this damn rabbit hole. Kraut, mustard, and brats is a German thing? It's also a New York thing. Then you got Chicago dogs. It's good, though. Like, if you want something healthy, like sour, like if I wanted salt and vinegar potato chips and I didn't have any, sauerkraut's actually way less fattening. That gives you that same taste. Sounds good, Nikki. Is is the link not working? There we go. Hey.
Hey, Laura, what's up?
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So, one of my subs made me go down this rabbit hole of your video. She's like, play Amanda's video. So, where did it even come from?
Okay, so Alice sent that coincidentally to a neighbor of the Wells or somebody in the neighboring area,
Okay.
even though she didn't know her. So she sent it to a woman named Kim, and Candace had a friend send it to me because at the time she was acting suspicious. Later on, when I questioned Candace about Jackie, she pretended like it was no big deal. So there's that. But either way, I found it really suspicious that we don't know if Alice was actually in the area, but she somehow sent it to a neighbor.
But
so the lady that received it then asks Alice, "Hey, did you know you sent that to me?" And she said it was a pocket dial. And she's like, "Well, I think it's really weird, and I'm going to contact law enforcement. Did you know that Jackie's like somebody in the investigation?" And she said back something like to the effect of, "Well, I don't know anything about an investigation." And then she sent her the voice note in Messenger, so it was about a minute long. And then she sent her pictures of her garden. And then she then rebutted, "I don't know anything about him being a suspect, but those pictures were because they reminded me of my grandma." And it's like, what? This lady doesn't know why Alice sent him to her.
And they weren't friends?
They were not friends.
Well, she had her number, though.
It was Messenger.
Wow.
And this lady is from the Summer Wells area.
Why would she say God wanted her horny? That was so weird.
It is so creepy. And a lot of people are like, "I don't get it." And I'm like, it's not anything to get. There's no reasoning to why she said what she said.
He wasn't even interested. That's what was funny.
And a lot of people are worried about the kids in the background. And I don't know if maybe she had grandkids or whoever they were with had grandkids, but there's definitely somebody there named Zachariah. You could hear a train. It sounded like they were clanking metal and all this hoopla. And
oh, you think it was Zachariah? Because we were saying Dr. Rob.
At the very end, he goes, "Zachariah."
Oh, we thought he was saying Dr. Rob.
Yeah, Zachariah.
Uh-huh. All
So
right.
I have the original audio. I received it from a friend of Candace's. She sent it to me, and then I've also spoken to the woman who it was sent to herself, and then she sent it to me as well. So I have the direct message from Messenger. I can send it to Molly and have her sent to you, or we can link up on Messenger.
That's fine. All right, interesting.
But, I did see that you said that because I watch you. I'm very quiet right now. I'm having a baby, so I'm just trying to keep my...
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm just trying to keep my peace. And, there's obviously a lot of drama surrounding Summer. And
oh, yeah.
I'm just trying not to rile myself up. But, yeah, that's kind of why I've been a little bit absent. But Summer's still heavy on my mind. And I always like to remind everybody that she is going to be 6 years old. She's 3 feet tall, blonde hair, blue eyes, 40 to 50 pounds. And her hair could possibly be short.
When are you due?
I'm due in May.
Is it your first child?
My third and my last.
Oh, a boy or a girl?
He's a little boy.
Aw. May
my
what?
first boy. I'm sorry?
May what?
I actually don't know yet. I'm a scheduled C-section, so I'll be having a date soon.
Uh-huh. Tell me when to do it May 6th.
Okay.
That was my dad's birthday, and he was an amazing man.
I'll aim for the 6th.
All right. Now, I don't want you to leave, Amanda. So Rhonda, you here?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So Rhonda said there was some kind of bust with kids in a basement or something. So this is the first most of us are hearing. So Rhonda, tell us what you got.
I am very nervous. I've never done this before.
Don't be nervous.
Been...
I can't see it. It's all black.
Yeah, it's all black. That's good. It's all black here too. So, yeah, I just have been watching this, like everybody else from the very beginning. And I hooked onto this channel not too long ago, and it is deep. It goes way, way back. And the proof is in the pictures. This lady knows how to, there are like 3 screenshots, I believe, from watching her station, is that this is major. It goes way back in Candace's bloodline, the property up there. They've got an operation going, I believe, through the church. It's a cult. They're shipping children in and out of there. And
where did you hear this? Because so far I don't buy any of it. And I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying I just don't buy into those conspiracy shit.
well, I just think if you looked at the pictures
What pictures?
and you looked in the background of everything, you can see pictures of children, missing children. They're plastered all over the place. The picture of Summer Wells and supposedly Robin's child, they have braces on their ankles. You can see a lot of this in the pictures. It's a show for them, and people are getting sidetracked. I believe it's an occult, and I think it's major, and I think it's going to get busted wide open sometime. And then at certain times...
All right, hold on. What pictures?
All the pictures that are put up at the very beginning of, like, when Candace and Don had an interview. If you look in the background, you can see the faces of all the, like, missing children. It's in the background. You have to look at the background. And then as the video goes on, then those faces turn white. And it's because they layer their pictures. And you unlayer the pictures, you look in the background, and I believe they have an operation going on. And I know it's crazy and it sounds weird. And then there's other times that I just don't believe it at all. But
can you point me to a video that you're talking about?
yes, I can do that. Is there any way I can email you this?
Yeah, I mean, can you tell me a creator that you're thinking of a video that you watched?
I watched. Is it okay to name another creator?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Okay. It is. I don't have. Well, now I have to leave the chat, but it's W something. It's 4 letters. Newsroom.
Okay.
WCWI.
Someone just mentioned that in chat. That's why I was asking.
What?
Someone just mentioned that in chat. Hold on.
It's 4 letters. WICA or W.
WCIA?
No, it's not that. It's Newsroom, and it's the one with, you know.
Okay, they say if it's WCIA Newsroom, it's bullshit.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I watched the pictures, and it just is. I don't know, and that's why I say that sometimes I believe it, but if you look at that, it could be that dark and that evil, and they could be holding children and taking them through there, because I heard that the Seventh-day Adventist Church had an adoption thing at their church. And I think that it's a lot more than we could ever imagine what's going on there.
Okay, so Valkyrie, you're saying it's absolute bullshit. She's a psychic that overlays and photoshops a bunch of Summer's pics.
Is she photoshopping this, or is she honestly recovering information?
Laura, these things happen everywhere. It's not so far-fetched. Believe it or not, it happens. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I don't believe these psychics.
I don't think she...
she's way out there, Jacqueline. I don't like any of her stuff. Way out there.
Are we talking to psychics?
Missing but not forgotten. I think the woman is fucking insane.
Really? Is that
yeah.
what you're getting on chats? Because I can't see chats.
No. Someone mentioned, Laura, look at Missing but Not Forgotten recent videos. She has them. If that's what you're talking about, the girl is psychotic. She comes up with this theory that is based on a movie, a sci-fi movie, that is using real missing people. They have Xavier Harrelson in there. Well, Xavier Harrelson was found dead. Like, it's such a fucking whacked video.
So she's not able to do things with her when she sees these videos to unlayer them.
Yeah, it's, I mean, hold on, let me pull it up.
So despite the fact that I don't believe Candace and Dawn 100%, I, for one, my first theory has always been that Summer was kidnapped. And stranger things have definitely happened. So that's definitely my first inkling. After the prank call is kind of when I started not believing. That's when I stopped talking to Candace, because that was really upsetting, especially because right after she lied to me myself. So I didn't want to, if I wasn't going to be getting anything truthful from her, I'd rather not speak to her. But I've always felt like Summer was snatched, and it could happen. I also don't believe that Candace was with Summer 5 minutes before she went missing.
I agree.
I think Summer was off playing on her own for a moment in time, and something could have happened to her.
Yep.
I'm not saying Jackie had anything to do with it, but if you listen to Jody Sue's actual interview with the reporters on TV, she says that she was hypervigilant because of what had happened the day before, which is she's referring to her argument with Dobbs and the police coming. And then she says that she heard the scream, she saw headlights, and she heard a truck door close. And she says the word truck. So that just, all of that has always made me so suspicious. And the fact that Jackie Dobbs was back home within 3 days, clean shaven, and he hated Ben Hill, and he actually gave himself several alibis that in my opinion didn't work out. I think that there was definitely something to look at. Apparently he says that he was questioned by TBI twice, but that's on him. As they say, everybody's still suspect.
Okay, so let me tell you 5 seconds into this video why I have zero respect for it. Summer was a fake cover for 100. She was born for this purpose. Give me a fucking break. She was born because Candace is a fucking baby machine who's had 8 kids.
Oh, that agreeable.
She wasn't fake anything. There's other theories like she may have been jealous. I get all that. I can buy all that. But she was born for a purpose, to serve the church. Get the fuck out of here.
I guess I mostly want to know, is that talent that she has or not, about being able to unlayer photos?
I'm not there yet.
That's the part I'm curious about. Because if she's able to do that with an original picture, and she even said Tim put up a bad picture the other day and took it right down because he knew he'd screwed up.
Okay, let me tell you, I got to show you guys this. Hold on. This is the dumbest fucking thing I ever saw in my life. Hold on. No, I'm sorry. This is really dumb. Now, mind you, Candace has the mentality of a 15-year-old kid. She does. She is not bright by any means whatsoever. They have Candace as being the mastermind behind hundreds of missing kids. Give me a fucking break. She couldn't be the mastermind behind hundreds of missing kids if she had 100 missing kids. She's just not smart enough. So right there, I got nothing for her. I have no idea what these pictures are. They look like somebody just snapped pictures at the wrong time and then blew them up over expose them. Person who makes these videos, mental issues. I'm starting to see that. Anyone?
I, for one, have scoured all of Candace's pictures, her social medias, all of them. I have copies of every single photo of Summer, and I have never seen anything like that.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if it was a trick of the camera, if she was onto something that, say, a professional person that was able to unlayer pictures, or is she, I don't know anything about docking pictures or, doing anything like that. So I don't know. It just looks so real when she's saying that she's on Larry, and look in the background, and what she is seeing is very believable, and it's downright scary. If what she's seeing is true, it goes way back in family history, family tree, back to I don't know, just a lot of things that she had researched, but.
I don't think she researched. I think she's fucking insane.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
well,
she says layer 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I do see a lot of people mentioning in chat the time when Candace and Allie had 14 people over and that was suspicious. I don't know if you guys are referring to that being suspicious because of Summer going missing, but that was months before. I mean, almost, I think, a year before when her and Allie had a falling out. So that it's irrelevant to the disappearance, at least.
I don't even get what this chick is showing. Yep, Candace is a mastermind of all these missing kids. Yeah, okay. And I'm married to Donald Trump. Don't tell anyone.
Well.
Red Truck Theory. I don't know what she's pointing at. Who are these people? Candace is in the front? Who the fuck knows? Who cares? Whose van is this that lives in Rogersville? Why? Like, Candace can't have any friends?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, please don't give this girl or this man, I don't know who it is, any kind of credence. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is like the conspiracy theories that are ruining the case.
Or it could help the case, one or the other. I mean,
there's
it's either
nothing,
black or white.
There's nothing that can help the case in this. These are overexposed pictures.
This case is complicated enough. We don't need psychics to come on in and give off their input. Unfortunately, I haven't found anybody that's credible. So I wish we could.
That's true.
Maybe we'd be able to find Summer. But up until now, none of the psychics have been able to locate Summer or know exactly what happened. So
exactly.
Like
we can't
here,
trust them.
She's showing firemen showing their hands. I don't get what I'm supposed to be looking at. Like, can you guys help me out? I know you guys can't see it, but guys, chat. What are we looking at? So a fireman has hands and gloves? Clean hands? I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at.
I'm trying to figure out which one you're watching, but they're long and lengthy because of the process that she goes through, supposedly online, and she takes away certain things, and then you can see the real picture. And why a lot of people in chat tonight were asking about the chicken noise, because there's a theory that these children are being shuttled through this system that they have going on and have had going on. And they're storing them as they're shipping them around underground in the chicken coops.
This is the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Yeah, so like I said, it's either that evil and it's that crazy, or it's just really Candace didn't pay attention to Summer that afternoon. She disappeared with somebody. Somebody grabbed her, and they're holding her for hostage or ransom or trafficking or whatever. Or it's that evil that they are able to do this. So it's one or the other, and that's why I go back and forth. So I guess just kind of let the authorities handle it.
These are totally overexposed pictures that you can see anything in them. I know a guy that did this to prove his ex-girlfriend was cheating on him. So he took a picture and he overexposed it and said, see, can't you see her silhouette? And that's what these pictures are. They're overexposed, so you can see faces, you can see things in them. And I see that's what she's doing.
Right.
You can make it look like anything. I mean, to me, this looks like astronaut. Like, you can make it do anything. So,
yeah.
You know, you look at this, it looks like Satan up here. You know, this one looks like a monkey screaming. Like, you can make it anything. This one looks like a fox going down, you know? If you look at something long enough, you could see anything.
Yeah. I was just thinking the layering just really seemed very non-suspicious of what she was doing. I can see where you can overexpose the picture and stuff, but I'm thinking that she gets to the root of it and she like sees, I mean, I don't know. It's just like the very beginning, first interview Don and Candace had. There was pictures of children on the backboard, on that, wall. There's just pictures, so you can tell that that picture had been put upon or, layered over or whatever that. And when you get to the bottom of, and when you get to that end of that video, the pictures of the children are whited out. You can't see that anymore. It's like, it was there, but it's not, and it was there. So. All
right, but listen, you see, after the video ends, go back and look at what I'm talking about. But there's a raccoon or something that's climbing. She overexposed, and that is in crystal clear picture. And that's from 2019. She overexposes this raccoon to give you these different pictures. So it looks like it's something other than a raccoon climbing on a thing. It's the same cage.
Okay.
And she completely overexposes it to make it look like something totally different.
Yeah, I'll go back and look at that tonight or in the morning. It's kind of late, but yeah. Okay, I will look at that because I was just like.
And now she's showing kids that look like they were taken to, I see John Deere. They were taken to a farm, a kid farm.
Mm-hmm.
A petting zoo. That's what I'm seeing. Nobody's tied up. Nobody's got anything on their necks. These are normal kids they're probably kids from the church that went on a field trip to the petting zoo. There's nothing odd about it. There's nothing weird about it. And here she shows pictures of kids on rides, probably at the petting zoo. I have no idea kids should be in seatbelts. They're on rides.
Yeah.
I have no idea what she's trying to prove here, what she's trying to show. School field trip. I think it may have been a church field trip.
Yeah, it was a church one. Yeah.
Are they showing kids have seatbelts because they're on rides?
No, that's not what she's showing, but because I watched it from beginning to ending, and it is like time consuming, but if you look at the aspect of her unlayering the photos, it all makes sense. And what she does show you at the end, it does make sense. And so, but if she's able to make sense of what she's come up with from the beginning to the end, it's heavy.
It's not heavy. It's bullshit.
Yeah. So you can I have to either go that way. And if I just, I have to either quit watching that and
There's there's an adult bringing a kid down on a slide, on the mat.
Mm-hmm.
And he's holding his hands around her waist, obviously, so she doesn't fall. And sliding down, and she's like overexposing the hands. Why? You should be holding somebody, a little kid when they're going down the slide. And I just don't get this is dumb to me. This is absolutely ludicrous. She's taking an innocent thing and making it into something bad. And that's weird to me.
Yeah, I'm going to rewatch it.
Because you just, there's nothing to this. Like, she keeps focusing on people's hands. There's nothing wrong with their hands.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just was curious about the layering. You know, I understand the blurriness and stuff, but the layering is really interesting. I mean, to me, it was very interesting, but, you know, I have to keep my mind open and, you know.
She's doing this to video enough photos. Either way, she's still doing it. But yeah, anyone that tells me Candace is a mastermind, no thanks. I know Candace is no mastermind.
No, I think she might have just lost track of. I think she was playing around or going for a drug run and left Summer unattended. That's been my first belief all along. And something happened to her, and you know.
Well, that's what I say.
Yeah, and I think they had to do something, or the cops would get up there and find out everything that they've been involved in, and they couldn't have that. So, I don't know. But,
yeah, you don't want to get too far down those conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Because
I was just thinking of the layering, and that all made sense. And how she explained it and what she showed, it made sense. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that's fact or everything's true behind that, and it could be just a conspiracy theory. But she went back to the family tree, and Candace's grandest name was never Candace. It was never Candace. And all of a sudden, one year, she became Candace also. So, I don't know. It's just very interesting that everything that she said and the things that she said about layering the photos is what really made sense to me. And when that made sense to me, I was able to see what she saw. And maybe that's the trick of the photos, you know. Maybe that's her trick of the, you know, wand. I don't know. But
I don't know. It's not, no, because I was doing it too, doohickey. No, I don't, I'm not laughing at Rhonda. I'm laughing at the creator that created it. I just can't even believe people, like, could even think that, you know, holding a kid that's young, sliding down a slide so they didn't get hurt is odd. That's not odd to me.
That's not the bottom picture, though. That is not the bottom picture. That's a cover picture. If you think of it as layering. If you think of it as layering, you get the background and you see what's happening and how they're transporting those children.
They're not transporting any children.
I mean, that's the theory. I mean, if you go on,
they're
on that
not
theory.
Transporting children. What's her name is not a mastermind. It's just not real.
Like, I don't think she is, but I think maybe the cult has something weird and crazy going on with it, and nobody wants to tell on each other because they all have something to lose, you know. So nobody can say anything. But so it's either Candace left her unattended, and somebody grabbed her up, or they gave her away, or this conspiracy theory of the layered pictures. It's just hard to say.
I think it's far-fetched.
The most logical explanation, Occam's razor, the simplest explanation, the most obvious explanation, and the only one that connects multiple dots is what I said 6 months ago, and it sounds like Amanda agrees with me. Candace brought the Summer in the house. I'll be right back. Boys, watch your sister. She left. Grandma was nowhere in sight. She wasn't there. She left. Maybe they left together. Or Candace was out doing drugs. And Summer went looking for a mom. And that's where she was taken. And she was at the end of the driveway. And that's where she was taken. Or something happened at the end of the driveway. That is the only logical connect the dots explanation. And I say connect the dots because, yeah, you can come up with other theories, but if you want to truly connect the dots, that is the only logical one that makes sense.
I also believe that
if
Cat had any involvement, it wasn't premeditated. It was clearly an accident, and anything done afterwards was a cover up.
Yep.
I'm not 100% sure that Candace did anything except lie about her whereabouts before Summer went missing. But I will say that Candace may not be extremely educated, but she is bright. She has those street smarts, and I think that she could definitely have thought, if something happened to Summer, I can get in trouble for it, and then cover it up for herself. I definitely find that as something that could have happened.
Very possible.
Now, do you also think, Amanda, and this I've tossed back and forth, and I just don't know. When she was on Dr. Phil, now I do like the behavioral panel, and I think they agree with us that they don't think that they directly did anything. But do you give any merit to why she got hysterical crying when the Cornbread Mafia was named?
So I think that it was odd as well. But I also think that at that point she was just tired of answering questions, and she, like what she said, she felt she was being interrogated. But I found it odd. But at the same time, you would find it odd if she didn't cry if somebody speculated that her daughter was kidnapped by a ring of individuals. But then the only thing that I find even more odd is that she then said she didn't know who they were. None of it really makes sense of what happened on Dr. Phil. She did even bring up a blue truck, which Jackie had. But obviously, as we've all seen, Candace doesn't have a very fluid story. And there's really no rhyme or reason of when she does things. The prank call, for example.
Yeah, that was weird.
That Cornbread Mafia comment and her getting upset, I'm hoping that it happened because somebody was mentioning that her daughter was kidnapped. But it was weird. But I think also she was just fed up with answering questions.
See, but now I also, which I just remembered when you said that, I also went on a theory that the Cornbread Mafia was real and that call was real. Except it was the Cornbread Mafia that actually took Don. And that's why, like, for some reason, when I watched that on Dr. Phil, that was the one theory I had. Complete speculation. I don't know if it's true, if it's real or not. But the one thing that clicked into me is like, maybe the call was real, but it wasn't the police. It was the Cornbread Mafia. And from then on in, they were scared shitless of of the Cornbread Mafia. So maybe, just maybe, that call was real and it wasn't fake. And it was the people threatening Don and Candace, if they ever say anything, this is going to happen or that's going to happen. I thought of that too.
I definitely have gone down that theory myself.
Okay.
Maybe Candace was actually reacting to somebody being outside, holding Don, and something going on. Maybe the Cornbread Mafia, or, he himself said that he owed $30,000 to the cartel for borrowing money. I personally think he borrowed drugs and then didn't pay, lost the drugs, sold the drugs, didn't pay the back, or did them himself. Sometimes they even get stolen, they get robbed. But it could have been something like that. The only reason I'm not willing to believe it is because personally, myself, I know that Candace made a joke of it. She was saying that was something they were doing to get the creators, us, riled up, particularly Cher, Voices Behind the Wall. And that's when I knew that it was more so it really was a prank call as opposed to something that actually happened. I think that Candace was heavily intoxicated that night. And I myself said like something like Xanax or something when she was crying like that. And it could have possibly been an argument with people outside that she took wrong and then try to cover it up with the prank lie. But to be honest with you, I think it was what it was. I think she was trying to get Mary to do what she did, to go to Chris McDonough and put out this audio and, and then basically laugh in her face. Okay. Because that was what's told me from them, from Candace. They were a few hours after myself and Crazy Crime Chick announced, yes, Don is in jail because Candace told us he was. She then later said, shh, he's not in jail. He's at home. Don't tell anybody. We're trying to, I don't know if they were trying to find a leak, which they did, but it was basically like a it's funny. Don't let anybody know that he's at home. And I was like, wait, what? No, I don't think it's funny, especially because you told us yourself that he was in jail.
Okay.
It was definitely a prank to get under people's skin, and it absolutely did.
Okay. So you definitely believe it was a prank?
I'm about 95% sure it was a prank.
Because it could be to throw people off that the Cornbread Mafia exists. And again, this is just something I thought of when she started crying by the mention and the almost sheer terror in her face because I've watched that like over and over and over to see if she was just crying or there was actual fear. And honestly, there was literal fear in her face. So that's when it hit me that maybe, just maybe, that call was real. And it was her panicking.
Also, Cher from Voices Behind the Wall had mentioned that Dawn had preempted her to do a prank call herself, to do something to that effect. So there was talk of them doing something similar to that weeks before it was actually done. Cher wouldn't do it. She wanted no part in it. So I think that's also why I think it was a premeditated prank. But I completely agree with you. Her crying when they brought up the Cornbread Mafia and then saying she didn't know who they were was very odd.
And it wasn't so much her words that hit me, it was the look on her expression.
That scrunch of her face,
yeah.
Like she hold it back anymore.
She seemed scared. And Don grabbed her tighter. Like, it was just, the whole thing was odd. It's one of the things I want to ask her. Is what happened, like what happened that day with the Cornbread Mafia,
Getting out of Candace is like trying to squeeze lemon from a rock.
I know. And everyone it's one thing Molly said today that was so dead on, that all these people have them in the fucking palm of her hands and they blow it because they have no idea what to ask. I totally agree with her.
And she, in the beginning, she was answering,
yeah,
but none of it was all just a little bit here, a little bit there. When she had the audio of Jackie Dobbs and the pictures that Jody Sue took of Jackie, she had them sent to me before I ever talked to her. And when I brought it up, I was thinking she was going to go on and on about how she felt he was suspicious. And then she basically just, yeah, no, I know. So what do you think? Have you ever talked to him? No, I've never talked to him. She wouldn't even tell me who took the pictures. Any of that. So she shut me down immediately after I started asking her about Jackie. And to me, that was odd because she had them sent to me like, hey, look at this. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Also, she has, I've said this earlier, that she mentioned a blue van on Dr. Phil. And Jackie Dobbs not only had a blue truck, he also had a blue van. And he had a red S10 truck that it could be, it could be mistaken for a Tacoma.
Hold on, that wasn't me vaping. That's Rhonda vaping. I thought you were talking about me.
Vivian. I'm going to cut out of here, ladies.
All right.
Thank you so much
Good night,
for letting
Rhonda.
me be on here.
Good night. Thanks for
Good
coming
night.
up. All right. And I thought it was me vaping until I heard it when Amanda was talking. I'm like, well, that rules out Amanda, and I know it wasn't me.
I do breathe pretty loud, though.
That's okay. What I read on the CBM is fascinating. What's CBM? You know what a CBM is?
I do not. I do not know what a CBM is.
I'm going to make sure I just wasn't me that didn't know. Hey, Christy. Yeah, I don't know. What's the CBM?
So somebody asked earlier what I thought of what you found tonight. I actually didn't see that. Was there something that you found odd tonight?
No, there was this video that I found from, I was looking for something totally different on the Mystery Unsolved.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 15-minute video on Dobbs, and it is fantastic. I mean, she left nothing out.
I've definitely seen that video, yeah, for sure. I've done my own rendition of it, but they definitely had more photos than I did. But you're talking about the deep dive into his Facebook?
Yes.
So he had a whole bunch of, I personally got to go through his Facebook before he made it private.
Hold on. Hey, Pretty as Pretty does. What are you doing up so late? All right,
He
go
had
on.
so many screenshots of missing kid photos. He had a whole bunch of weird posts about. There was one about the prohibition in horseshoes and how to hide it from law enforcement, and
none of Summer.
He did have some of Summer.
Oh, I didn't. No, I'm saying of
it wasn't immediately, but he did have some.
Okay.
Yeah, he for sure. He posted videos mostly about Candace talking about Summer, but he did have a Summer poster up on his page. But you would think that somebody who was this dedicated to looking for missing children would have it immediately, especially since he was in the vicinity.
Exactly.
And I'm sure he heard about it. But no, it wasn't right away. Also, Summer went missing the 15th. By the 18th, he was back in Georgia with a whole new look, which always just tripped me out.
Hold on. Pretty with Pistols. No, she's not due until May. She's home.
Yeah, I'm not in the hospital having a baby.
It's sad. I don't even know what my days are anymore. I have no idea what days are what.
CBM is the cornbread mafia.
Yes, I got that. I saw that. Thank you, Linda. So are all the billboards just a fact? No, I saw the billboards in Nashville. They're not fake. I mean, this was back in October, but me and Anita Backrub, we saw 3 billboards for Summer. So at some point, they did go up in October.
There was also some in June. There was a billboard very early on in the case of Summer. So I am thankful to the creators that paid for a billboard to go up or recruited money for it to go up. But there was some initially as well.
Oh, yeah. That we know.
And I think that a lot of people have said, when they were searching for Brian, I wish they put this much time into Summer. I wish they put this much time into Summer. And they most definitely did. They scoured that mountain for weeks. And they left and then they came back. Summer was definitely looked for. There was a lot of feet on the ground looking for her. And I don't think that was, I think that's overlooked because it's been so long now. But there's definitely been a team looking for her.
Oh, I agree. Thank you so much, Pretty. I totally agree with you. There has been a team looking for her. There have been web sleuths looking for her and news outlets, but people don't understand that it's different when you're in the hills of Tennessee. It's a different lifestyle. Everything about it is different, and people don't get that.
Yeah, it is. And one thing that I don't want to forget to mention is, regardless of how their house looked, and I know that that's a hard regardless, Candace did look like she was trying. At least with these last 4 kids, we know she gave up her first 2.
Yeah.
If you go through her stuff, she went out with her kids a lot. And as a mom, that's hard. It's not easy, especially with 4 kids. She definitely was trying with her children. And one thing that happened was Summer went missing in June. She wasn't going to start school until, August? Mm-hmm. She already had her boosters and her physical ready for school. I have a child the same age. My child didn't have her boosters or her physical for school already. And I felt like, oh, I'm behind. She already did this. And it's true, she did. So, I think to myself, that's a mom who cares. Regardless of what people want to say. I
agree.
I think that's a mom who cares. Now, the whole thing about her wearing her new school clothes and all that, that's a little bit weird because if you go back in pictures of Summer, she actually has a sweatsuit almost identical to the one she was wearing in the truck months before. It looks like, when you buy one sweatsuit and you like it, you buy the next one. It looks like they had to have been bought together.
See, but one thing I also noticed in a video that J is for Justice did that I replayed is I couldn't find, and people would mad at me because of all the conspiracies, but I couldn't find a picture where she looked horrible. Like, she was clean, her clothes were clean. My kids couldn't keep white clothes clean. And all of these pictures, and it wasn't just 1 or 2, all of these pictures, she was clean, her clothes were clean, and even more on top of that, there was a picture where everyone else was in shorts and tank tops, and she's in a velour top, a long sleeve velour top that had her poor guy on it. And I said, you know what? She may have just liked certain clothes. And
Right.
everyone wanted to look so far into, you know, oh, she was wearing long sleeves and blah, blah, blah. But A, it could have been the only thing that was in the car. 2, it could have been an extra outfit. I mean, there's tons of reasons.
And to be honest with you, it was Tiffany Marie who had speculated, well, if she was cold, or, if she was cold, why did they have, or how did it go? They were, because Candace was saying she didn't want the windows down because she was cold. She was wet.
Exactly.
And my child runs very hot, but she also gets very cold in the car. Kids are different. I definitely believe Summer was alive in that photo.
I do too.
I believe that she made it home. And the fact that she's wearing that outfit doesn't bug me. The only thing that bugs me is the excuse of why she was wearing it. Also, that Hunter and Candace had both said they were going to go fishing. There was no fishing rods, kind of like Scott Peterson. And also, Hunter wasn't able to completely say exactly what happened in the backseat of the car. First, he was in the middle, then he was on the side. Then his mom saw the baby awake, and then she saw her asleep. Stuff like that. That all tripped me out. And one thing that I don't have proof of anymore, but in the very beginning, his sister said that he was inebriated when he came home. Later on, they said he only had one, he was fine. But in the beginning, his sister said when he came home, he was inebriated. So that's something that I can't prove anymore because I didn't screenshot it. But it was myself and Teresa from Unmasked. We both clearly remember her saying that on Facebook that he was drunk when he came home. So maybe that's why he wasn't able to get his facts straight. But I think Summer definitely made it home. The video that was taken of her, I think was roughly like 9 minutes away from their home. And I clearly think she was alive then. What happened at the watering pond, I don't know. But I don't think that had anything to do with their disappearance. Like I said, I believe she was kidnapped.
I agree. I'm right there with you. I believe she was taken. And see, here's the thing too. And it's 59 and cloudy, but no more tornado. What I find interesting too is when people think kidnapped or abducted, they think that we're talking that someone came in the house and abducted her. And I was like, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I don't think anybody walked in the basement, took her out, nobody saw. But I do believe that she was at the end of the driveway or looking outside for a mom or something. And that's where she disappeared from.
My favorite example is J.C. Lee Dugard was kidnapped right in front of her home with her stepfather in view by a complete stranger. And within 15 seconds, she was gone. Mm-hmm. And I mean, like I said, stranger things have happened. I definitely think that she was taken by somebody. I don't know if it was somebody familial, somebody that they knew, somebody from the area. I don't know who took her, obviously. If I did, we would be somewhere else. But I definitely don't think that my first instinct isn't that something happened to her and they covered it up and they hid her somewhere, because they wanted to cover stuff up for themselves. One thing that, in hindsight, that I've gone back and gone through my messages with Candace is she said something to the effect of, I just want stuff to go back to the way they was before Summer went missing. And in the moment, I felt horrible for her, but also now that I'm just like, I don't know if that meant she was resentful of Summer going missing. She's saying, I just want my family back to how it was before she went missing. A lot of questions arise now. I really don't know. I don't know Candace anymore.
How come you guys stopped talking? And Yarn, yes, I'm still going to Tennessee.
It was after the prank call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she lied to me directly. Made it seem as if he was in jail and all that stuff. And knowing that I was somebody who would come to her and say, hey, this is being said on YouTube. Can I debunk it for you? Yes, absolutely. Go ahead. And she knew that I was somebody that would cover her end without her having to speak it. So I said, hey, can I tell them that he's in jail? Yeah, go for it. So, she basically was using me as a bait to tell people things. And I didn't appreciate that. It was also the second time she had lied to me. When the boys were picked up by CPS, people had me ask her if the kids were fine. And she said, yes, they're fine. So I was like, hey, they're fine. And then later on, we found out they had been with CPS for a few days. Obviously, she may have not been lying that they were fine, but she was omitting it that they were gone.
Okay, why is it so hard for people to grasp after being wet, you're cold? My son was blue 20 minutes being in a pool and it was 80. It's true, you can be cold, without a doubt. You see it all the time. You get out, it's cold. But it also, it could be just an outfit, an extra outfit she had in the car. Grandma could have had that outfit sitting in the car. I mean, we used to keep, when my kids were little, we used to keep extra clothes around. Sometimes it, may not match or, we just grabbed it. But yeah, we always kept clothes in. And yeah, you can get I have 2 PayPal cards. But I am going to get off because I got to get to bed. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
I'm not going to get my New Year's resolution 8 hours sleep.
Yeah, we do need sleep. I've been getting a lot of it.
That's good. You need it. You're pregnant.
I know.
So I definitely want to talk to you before I go to Tennessee on the 8th. So I will get is your email on your website?
My email's amandasbethat@gmail.com.
Okay. All right. I'll email you tomorrow because I definitely want to talk to you before I leave.
Sounds good.
All righty. Thanks for coming out.
Good night. Happy New Year.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
All right. All right, there we go. All right, so I am going to go to bed to get my 8 hours sleep, which is not going to happen because I'm not going to get up at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I can promise you that. So if I sleep till 10, I'll be happy. So I want to thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for super chats. I know I shut down earlier before I said thank you for super chats. So for anyone that donated earlier, I want to say thank you. And I will see you guys later. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yes, Your Honor, I'm still going to Tennessee. All right. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. And that's it. Peace out. And don't forget, order your candles.